everybody, this is David Serena from davidserena.co. This is my huge, I call it the Moses coil, because the staff of Moses, the height of the staff of the Moses, which is 2.5 royal cubits, transmits a wavelength as an antenna 4 times its height. And 4 times its height is 17.17 feet, which is the circumference of this coil, times the 28 points is actually the exact finished height of the Great Pyramid of Egypt, which I believe is the Great Pyramid of the God of Moses, because inside of the pyramid, the Queen's Chamber is 17.17 feet wide, which is the wavelength of the staff, but it's also the measurement in 10 royal cubits of the original Tabernacle Holy of Holies, which was a tent that the ancient Hebrews traveled with the Ark of the Covenant on the inside. So the Ark of the Covenant was on the inside, and the staffs were calibrated in the Ark according to the book of Hebrews and other places in the Bible. So we have a connection to the Queen's Chamber, and actually the King's Chamber is 10 by 20 cubits, which is what was called the Holy Place tent, which was 10 by 20 cubits that led to the Holy of Holies when it was a traveling Ark of the Covenant, right? And then when Solomon's temple was built, everything went times 2. So the Holy of Holies became 20 by 20 by 20 royal cubits. And royal cubits are confirmed in the book of Ezekiel as God's cubit being a cubit plus a handbreadth. So this coil is sacred into all of those measurements. And we install these in your location because we can't ship a coil this big. We actually could, in rare cases, depending on where you live. So you can see here, you can see the wires start to vibrate. You see the wires are vibrating in the presence of my magnet, because I'm transmitting actually Holy of Holies frequencies. And you can see in my meter here that the coil is very active. And if I walk way up here, I'm like 17 or 18 feet away. I can still see the activity on the meter. I can still see it here. I can see it here. I can actually see it there. And that's about 20 feet. And if I come out here, this is about 35 feet. I can still see it, 0.04. So this is a very sensitive meter. And that field is actually, and imagine looking back at the coil, that the energy field on that is a 3-dimensional donut coming off of the flatness of the coil, and that goes in all directions. So these coils produce the biggest field of anything that I make.